On the touchline on Y254, we glad to exclusively speak to an athletics icon, 2016 Olympic gold medalist and 3-time London Marathon champion, Mr. Eliud Kipchoge. Good to speak to you, sir. Congratulations for your victory in London. Maybe what was your key to victory and probably the plans and steps you put in place to ensure that you emerged the winner during the hotly contested battle?
My aim actually was to run, as I said, a beautiful race in London, which I did. At all in all, I tried to really get focused from the first kilometer to the last kilometer, and that I was really happy to be the winner.
You've dominated London Marathon, and probably pundits have indicated that it has been all yours to lose. What do you think about such sentiments? Do you subscribe to their reactions?
I normally see their reactions, but all in all, I respect any human being's sentiments. They are my fans, they are fans, and they are really sport lovers, so I respect their thoughts.
Your plans going forward, maybe the races you're looking forward to taking part in?
I've not planned anything now. I'm still on a mode at the moment. And in 1 month or 2.5 months, I'll roll my program for the year.
Talk to us about athletics in Kenya. It's an individual sport that has done exceptionally well on local, continental, and even international fronts. What do you make of the potential as far as athletics in the country is concerned, and even the upcoming or rather budding runners?
When you say individual sport, actually I can say marathon is no longer an individual sport. Where actually I'm training, we have a big team called NN, sponsored by a company from Netherlands called NN. So it's now a teamwork sport whereby we are training together and trying to reach to our fans in a good way. So I can say marathon is no longer an individual sport. You can win by your own, but you cannot train by your own.
What are the challenges that have faced marathoners and probably the privileges associated with the same, so that if there is another runner who is taking part in a different race and he or she is looking forward participating in a marathon, can get to know prior the entrance?
First and foremost is that when you start running, you don't just jump into the marathon immediately. You need to get yourself grow in sport before you come to the marathon. Marathon is a long slice. Marathon actually is life. Marathon actually is a journey. So it needs a real passion. You need to love your job. You need to have a passion so that you participate in marathon. And if you lack one, then you cannot go on.
You've indicated previously that your key priority or main target is to break the world record. Maybe plans are still on course, and what are the structures or other mechanisms you're putting in place to ensure that that comes to pass?
I'm still insisting that world record is still in my mind, and I also in future I'll have to break a world record. I don't know when or where, but in future I'll have to break a world record, and I'll be complete in marathon when I break a world record.
Do you think breaking world marathon record will be your key achievement and probably a culmination of your career in athletics, especially in marathon? And it will contribute now to your announcement of quitting athletics as a sport?
Not really. Quitting sport is not in my mind at the moment. Even if I break a world record, but I need to break a world record actually to leave a legacy in sport and show the next generation that to train hard and really focus, then you can do positive things in sport.
You are a true manifestation that age is just but a number, because we've seen age in football affecting players, and at your age you're still performing very well. Maybe what has been the secrets behind your good performance despite the aging factor?
My secret is actually training hard. My secret is actually treating this athletics or marathon as a profession. My secret is actually being self-disciplined. My secret actually is having actually passion in sport and loving sport. What drives me is love of the sport. That's what still drives me.
Doping has been such a menace, not only in Kenya but even beyond our borders. What do you make of, this disease called doping, and probably what are the mechanisms that can be put in place by stakeholders of athletics to ensure that the situation is addressed? And do you think doping is such a genuine scenario, especially in Kenyan arena?
I think doping is there because we have been seeing some people have been sanctioned, not from participating in running. But all in all, I want to say that to actually get rid of this doping is to get moral values to the sportsmen and women, to inject new blood, actually to inject new morals, to inject the moral values into the athletes and generally sportsmen and women is the only way to actually get rid of doping. You must know that we should make our young future generation to know that if you dope, then you will be killed, and killedness can really destroy your career. So all in all, what I'm trying to say is that stakeholders should actually come in from and really put a priority on moral values.
After your London victories, football as a sport met athletics when you and Victor Mugubi Wanyama, the national team Harambee Stars captain and Tottenham Hotspur's midfield linchpin, met during his training in England. What was the discussion all about?
I had a very good opportunity to visit the Tottenham Hotspurs, whereby Wanyama is actually in the club. And I had a good time of discussing and knowing each other, and I found that Wanyama is a gentleman and he likes the sport and he loves his country, and we actually exchange how the trainings are in marathon and how the trainings are in football, and what actually what really running between football and athletics, and we found that self-discipline and hard work is the core value which actually in between the athletics and football.
It's been argued that Kenya performed very poor, or rather Kenyans put up an awful show at the just concluded Commonwealth Games in Australia. What is your view about that, and probably what do you think contributed to such a dismal showing from Kenyans who've dominated international headlines with, greatest performances?
I think for me the performance was really good, and I can say maybe Kenya had a bad day in Commonwealth Games, but all in all, I can say we need to accept what has happened and move on for the next championship.
Talk to us about probably the structures you've put in place at the grassroots level to ensure that those budding sportsmen, especially in athletics, are empowered. Do you have such kind of an arrangement?
I have a program of which I think I will in future I'll have to roll on is to go to schools, talk to kids and inspire them about sport, and inspire them and encourage them to love the sport, and to know that apart from making sport as life, as really life, sport actually is health-wise. Yeah, so that's my aim, and that's what's still in the pipeline.
We've seen in various sporting disciplines when athletes are almost coming to the closure of their career, they venture into leadership as far as federation management level is concerned. Are you looking forward to joining athletics at the highest leadership level?
I don't have any plan actually to go to sport politics and fight for those seats.
Finally, your last word, your parting shot to your fans outside there and to everyone, especially in athletics sector. My
parting word actually is to tell my fans and everybody who loves the sport to keep running and know that sport is life, and on the other hand, sport is health.
Mr. Eliud Kipchoge, always a pleasure speaking to you. All the very best in your ambition, and we shall be keeping an eye on your athletics career and see how that pans out.
Thank you.
That has been Eliud Kipchoge, 3-time London Marathon champion and 2016 Olympic gold medalist, speaking exclusively to the Touchline on Y254. My name is Maxwell Wasike.